In this video we are going to talk about top 10 most intelligent animals. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. From identifying human disease to surpassing us in memory tests, animals are smarter than us. We're far from it. We like to think we're the smartest species on Earth, yet typical classroom intelligence tests just scrape the surface. Unlike us, dolphins are born with sonar technology. Like us, animals make their own decisions, whether innate or deliberate. We have all evolved over time, learned from one another, and formed friendships. It's possible you're reading this alongside a smart little companion, your pet. So, while some of the creatures on this list have lower or larger brains than ourselves, each is intelligent and distinct. Aren't groundhogs still weather forecasters? Here are 10 of the smartest animals who have proven their brilliance time and time again. Number 10. Rat. The rat, a highly intelligent yet hated mammal in Western civilizations, is ranked 10th. But the rat is revered in Chinese culture for its cunning and resourcefulness. Except for Antarctica, it has conquered every continent. And if history is any guide, they'll arrive too soon. Researchers have reported that lab rats have found ways to circumvent or escape from the most complex laboratory trials ever devised. In reality, trained rats have saved thousands of lives by smelling out human TB and landmines around the world. Apropos, anti-personnel landmines detection product development, trained rats have detected 18,300 cases of TB and destroyed 108,736 landmines and unexploded ordnances in Tanzania. To mine check an area the size of a tennis court, Apropos claims that a human would need 4 days. It can also analyze 100 sputum samples for TB in under 20 minutes, versus 4 days for a lab staff using standard testing. Not enough, rats can also learn to play hide and seek. Number 9. Octopus. The invertebrate that can unscrew a jar's lid deserves praise. The octopus, one of the sea's brightest organisms, comes in 9th. Scientists are continuously discovering new and astonishing skills in this animal. Septimus octopus can solve puzzles, navigate mazes, and has good short-term memory. But how can a snail-like animal be so clever? The octopus's combination of strength, agility, curiosity, and brain power may set it apart from its soft-bodied cousins. The octopus's brain is bigger than some mammals' brains, but it's organized, which helps it grab prey and avoid predators. Although it has the ability to change shape and hide, this creature's intelligence is hidden. Octopus has a core brain, but 3/5 of its nerves are dispersed across its 8 limbs, which act as mini brains. So, it's smart. A video shows an octopus tearing apart a coconut shell for refuge. The smart animal understands the shells will come in help later. In research labs, octopuses display the same intelligence. Despite their uniforms, octopuses could recognize individual humans, according to research. People who fed them and people who stroked them with a bristly stick were treated differently by the animals, as we humans would be. Number 8. Pigeon. Pigeons are common in North American cities, although most people consider them pests. But this common bird is surprisingly smart. Countless scientific studies on pigeons have revealed a plethora of information regarding their cognitive capacities. Pigeons, for example, can recall hundreds of images even years afterwards. They can also recognize themselves in a mirror, learn a series of movements, and distinguish between 2 artworks. But that's only the start. There's a reason governments and military utilize pigeons. During both World Wars, these pigeons conveyed vital messages behind enemy lines, while others flew over enemy territory with tiny cameras to gather information. That pecking at the dirt in your yard isn't your neighborhood pigeon's brain at work, it's a brainy bird. Number 7. Squirrel. Its tenacity and recall have made it the archenemy of gardeners across its enormous habitat. Most squirrels have an astonishing repertoire of survival techniques, which researchers say demonstrates exceptional cunning and intellect. The creatures are essentially woodland animals that have evolved to life with humans, feeding out of bird feeders, flower beds and whatever food is available. You know how valuable an acorn is to Scrat, the saber-toothed squirrel from the Ice Age movies. It's the same in real life. And they dig holes, pretending to hide their food in them, before running off to find other hidden hiding spots. Deceptive caching is used to confound potential robbers. Tree squirrels, on the other hand, organize their nut pile by size, type, nutritional value, and flavor. This helps them discover food when hungry. They may even stockpile food for later use and retrieve it months later. Number 6. Pig. Pigs are intelligent animals, despite their reputation for gluttony and filth. Both domestic and wild species are noted for their adaptability. Pigs and their cousins are omnivores who eat worms and bugs, unlike most other ungulates. Pigs tend to outcompete native species wherever they are introduced. Though harmful to native species, this practice demonstrates pig ingenuity. To get to their secret food bowl, piglets can use mirrors. 7 of the 8 pigs found their food when the researchers placed it behind a mirror-only barrier. Pigs can not only solve the idea of reflection in 5 hours, but they can also understand human directions. Pigs are as trainable as cats and dogs, which is why some people in the US keep them as pets. Number 5. Crow. Contrary to popular belief, jays and other crow family members understand the value of waiting for the light to change. Crows in Japan's cities have been seen collecting nuts from trees and dropping them in the street for passing cars to crack open. Then, after patiently waiting for the light to change, they return to the street to retrieve their nutty snack. Crows can make tools, like bending wire to make a hook for snagging meat, identify dangers, people/animals, and understand analogies. One study compared their reasoning ability to a 7-year-old. Crows also communicate in complex dialects and play games with one another. Number 4. Elephant. The enormity of an elephant is the first thing that strikes you. Contrary to popular belief, elephants are intelligent creatures with large ears. Elephants are graceful, cultured, interested, and remember things. Elephants can recognize up to 30 relatives by their urine odors, which helps them keep track of one another. They can clean their food and utilize tools in the wild, and they can obey human directions in captivity. A very evolved form of intellect, elephants are also exceedingly caring and empathetic towards their own species and other animals. Elephants have the largest brains of all land mammals, weighing in about 10.5 pounds, 4.7 kilograms, for an adult. Its brain has 257 billion neurons, 3 times the typical human brains. Elephants can recognize themselves in mirrors and mourn the loss of loved ones. Number 3. Orangutan. Great apes are second only to humans in intelligence. Of course, humans are biased, but the great ape's intelligence is undeniable. After all, we share 96% of our DNA. Orangutans are particularly smart. Like humans, they can weigh costs and benefits when exchanging goods. Orangutans have a strong culture and use tools in the wild. Adult orangutans mate and use tools better than children in one study. Intuitive animals that form strong social bonds may be the key to their advanced cognitive skills. Females spend years teaching their young how to survive in the woods. Orangutans are critically endangered, with only 55,000 to 65,000 remaining in the wild. Number 2. Dolphin. Have you ever wondered why most aquariums feature dolphins and killer whales? Because they're smarter than most other living things. But you already knew this if you see the Flipper and Willy movies. Dolphins are very sociable. Schools of dolphins can be seen surfing, racing, leaping, twirling, whistling, and simply having fun. Humans are only just beginning to decipher their sophisticated language. Dolphin mothers spend years with their young, teaching them all the techniques of the dolphin trade. Human trainers can teach dolphins an astounding array of behavioral commands. In reality, the U.S. Navy taught bottlenose dolphins to detect undersea mines. The brain of a dolphin is 4 to 5 times larger than expected. In a mirror, they may recognize themselves. Their DNA contains sonar. Number 1. Chimpanzee. Another great ape, the chimpanzee, is at the top of our list of intelligent creatures. Humans have always been fascinated by this animal's extraordinary cognitive powers. Chimps can acquire sign language in order to interact with humans and can recall the name sign for people they haven't seen in years. Chimps, like some of the other animals on this list, can recognize themselves in mirrors and display caring and mourning behaviors. The chimp's capacity to utilize symbols for items and mix them in a sequence to represent a complicated thought is possibly its most astounding trait. Such mental abilities are likely crucial to the animal's sophisticated social groups, where they create deep attachments and follow a complex hierarchical structure. Researchers from Iowa State University and the University of Cambridge studied chimps in the wild, learning how to make spears step by step. A video demonstrating chimps outperforming humans in a memory challenge may be found here. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.